Hey, what's up, guys? Siri Emerald here. Good morning. Morning to me. Some of you, it's in the evening. That's why I do it at this time. Some of you, it's in the evening. That's why I do it at this time. As I imagine everyone else has already started their day. So now my day is starting as well. So let's go ahead and kind of running out of new boxes. I got more stuff coming. So I got the little one and two big ones. So let's do the little one. Rice, how you doing? Big Daddy, thank you very much. Thanks for joining me this live unboxing. I'm about halfway through done editing my Mark VI video. I've done a review more or less of the 3 different styles of Mark VIs that have Hot Toys has released. The original version, more or less, and the Shanghai edition, which I continually call throughout the entire video the Hong Kong edition, and it's not. And I know the difference between Shanghai and Hong Kong. I couldn't get that out of my head for some reason. I continually call it the Hong Kong edition. And then, of course, the Mark VI diecast. And also, I review the King Arts 1/9 scale Avengers gantry with that also. All right, so we have a Thor. I'm doing great. Thank you again, Big Daddy. We have the Thor 3 GD Thor. GD, what would that be? Gladiator. MMS 445. So they had the road-worn Thor also. And I decided to pass on that one. I don't remember why. I think this is the one that has the helmet that I thought was so extremely cool. So there's the outside of the box. And you guys have probably seen this through other reviewers. What I like about this is I have no idea what I'm opening. I literally just grab a box that I've ordered from Big Bad Toy Store, and I can't even keep track of them anymore. So it's nice to see that I'm almost out of boxes that I don't know what they are. So we call this, I don't know, the shoebox style box. So we call this. There's a sleeve style box, there's a shoebox style box, and there's the diecast style box. For the most part, it's 3 different style of boxes that they come in. And some people will do like the Hot Toys plop, where they'll hold this and they'll go plop as it comes out. Shoebox style box. I wonder if all of you are on the northern hemisphere, getting cooler weather right now. So top of the box here we have is alternate hands. He has a couple of outreached hands, which are good for posing for Thor. I imagine they'll be good. And then he has 2 grasping or holding hands right here. Move this light, don't I? Does that help any? Not really. Let's do this. Did that help any? Yeah, not really. And then we have 2 fists. These are his weapons. Come with this. I think this is the Deluxe figure too. Yeah, this is the deluxe figure. And it might have been the weapons that were the extra in the deluxe. Sorry, I don't remember. It's been so long since I've ordered this. And not knowing what I'm opening kind of limits preparation for it also. That's why I like doing these as well. Like I said, it's like Christmas. It's like, yeah, wow, look what came. So this is his gladiator sword. Little short stabbing sword. What do they call this? A what do they call those little swords that the Spartans and the ancient Greek warriors used? They're not as long as a medieval sword like Excalibur. What do they call these? A gladius. Called a gladius. So there's his gladius. If that helps any at all. We need more light in here. Let's do this. See if this helps. I'm trying to improve my lighting situation here. Give me one moment. But if you can't see what I'm doing, then what's the point of me doing it? How's that? Yeah, now we can see. Now we can see what we're doing. Beautiful. All right. And here's the long sword. And here's this. What in the world? I don't know what this. It looks amazing. This moves. And there's his shield. It rotates. Oh goodness, more weapons. Are these the ones that shrunk and grew? Two different hand grips on this. The paint app on that. That looks pretty cool. And the swords are blue. If I remember correctly, they were like daggers and or swords. A lot of weapons. Ah, his mace. Oh, he's loaded with weapons. Scabbards for swords. Which is magnetic like Deadpool's. Feels like it's leather. But I think it's plastic. Could be. I mean, it feels like it's leather, but it may be molded plastic. But it could also be that leather wrap, that fake pleather. Looks really nice. It looks realistic no matter what it's made out of. It looks like it's supposed to look like leather. So we've got two little discs here with pegs on them. So imagine these would go on his outfit, if you guys remember, or if you know, let me know. Ah, Scott. Thank you. Good morning or good afternoon. Welcome. So this is the same as this, right? This is a short version of this. He didn't have daggers and sword, right? The daggers became the sword? I don't remember. Or was it a dagger and a sword set? I think the dagger becomes a sword, right? Or vice versa? Hand pegs. Figure stand. Of course, when my Gladiator Hulk comes, these guys will be posed together. So he probably won't be on his figure stand. He's going to be in a museum. I don't know what you call them. Museum poses when you have them fighting, or is it museum poses when they're just standing, not doing anything? I guess either way, it's really a museum pose any way you look at it, truthfully. So what was really shocking about this video, I remember movie was, I mean, first thing I thought was, wow, Chris Hemsworth cut his hair. Whoa. And looked pretty good. I became so accustomed to seeing him as his long Thor hair, I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but I was quite impressed. And I really enjoyed Thor Ragnarok. A lot of people complained about it. They said it was... it's found all sorts of reasons to complain about it. Too funny, not funny enough, didn't deal with death properly, boring story, pointless, didn't follow the comics. Hey, I went in there, I laughed my ass off, I was excited, I was cheering for the good guys, I was hating on the bad guys, and I think it was a good day at the movies as far as I was concerned. And obviously, needless to say, I've purchased the movie for my Voodoo collection. I used to buy DVDs. I just buy them all on Voodoo now. Watch them on my computer, watch them on my cell phone, watch them on my computer, I mean my television. Well, they wrapped everything up on this guy. What is this? I wonder why they wrapped that. Now, if there's anything you guys see here that you want me to unbox, talk about, review, anything that I own just about everything. Anything that I own that you want me to talk about or go over, hey, let me know. I mean, it's a live channel. Cool looking figure, but that Gladiator Hulk with those knee joints. I have not unpacked my Gladiator Hulk. He's in one of these boxes. Maybe I'll do him absolutely next. So this is cool. I like this. What a neat way of doing this. And I imagine, obviously, it's the same way it was in the movie. I will compare it. Definitely be watching this. And then, it goes without saying anymore, these head sculpts are dead on. So, let's raise this a bit. There's no question anymore who these are supposed to be. You know, like my original Iron Man figures, like Iron Man 2, it's like a representation of Tony. But this, I mean, it's like a little miniature Chris Hemsworth. A little string in the back there. Is that his hair? No. That's part of the suit. I have to figure out if I need to trim that. Same thing going on right there. So I like on Thor, you almost need to have the jointless or seamless elbow. It's almost a requirement. And a lot of times there's bad things that come along with that. If you guys ever learned the best way to keep these from breaking apart and breaking down, man, let me know. I've seen different videos of different people's opinions and stuff. But I've not done anything. I've not treated any of my Phicens or any of my seamless joint pieces with anything. I've not put powder on them. I've not put lubricant on them. I've not done anything because I really don't know what's the best way, and I don't want to put something on that's going to screw anything up. And I love the feel of this. It really feels like leather. It really, and I have a hard time believing that it would be leather. I don't think that they actually used leather on these pieces. They might, but I don't think that they do. But man, it sure does feel like leather. More plastic on his arm. I'm going to take that off right now. There's not much neck movement here. The head pivots, but the neck doesn't move. And man, look at the size of that neck. I don't know, that may be the thickest neck I've ever seen. Does Chris Hemsworth have a thick neck like that? Is his neck, I mean, I know I got a pretty thick neck. Is his neck really that thick? I imagine so. I'm almost to the point of not doubting anything Hot Toys does in regards to sculpting their bodies. So we have a serious butterfly joint here. See how much that will disjoint out of that? Look at that. So that should really improve. I pulled his little arm, his little hand off. That should really improve the movement, even with this rigid outfit keeping you from moving it. Yo, yo, yo. You know, I'm inclined to probably believe it. I agree with you, Nosgoth. I mean, the head sculpt is amazing, and it's also because it's a different figure. I mean, all the other, it's like Captain America. Everyone is just a variation of Captain America again, which I have no problem with, but it still follows that same commonality. Same thing with Iron Man. Make like the Mark V, the red and silver, the Mark 47, which looks like the Ultimate Iron Man that he resembles from the comic. Refreshing change. There's still a lot of Thor here, you know, obviously in the cape and whatnot, but there's so much of not Thor that it really lends to the newness of getting something to add to your collection that you didn't have before. So he's a welcome addition as far as I'm concerned, and he's going to look great with Gladiator Hulk. And let's look at this helmet, because even though they ruined it in the trailers, and everybody's seen this scene before the movie even came out. In the movies, I guess originally it was up like this. Is that right? And it's always nice whenever they have one that actually goes over the head. So let's see how difficult this goes over his head, because they don't give you an alternate head sculpt. If you scratch up your head, you've scratched up your head. And this looks like you're gonna have to really be careful, because going on that is tight. Are you going to be getting the Deluxe Hulkbuster or just the arm? You know, I've ordered the arm. I mean, the first day it came out. And I said to myself, same question. Am I going to be getting the Deluxe also? Because the figure's like, what, 2 years out or a year out or something? So it's not like I couldn't find the money by then to be able to pay for him. That helmet looks a little creepy. Maybe I don't have it on right. And I'm not so sold on how it's supposed to... In the world? Ah, aha, ha ha ha. Read the instructions first, right? Take the head off. Then put the helmet on. There, you big dummy. You know, I never call myself anything like that. I don't talk down on myself. My wife doesn't talk down on me. Oh, yeah, there you go. I don't recommend that either. You are your own best friend. And if you don't like yourself, then how do you expect anybody else to like you? So don't do it. Don't talk down on yourself. So back to the Hulkbuster. I don't know how that arm is supposed to come off. I have played with my whole Hulkbuster, and I don't see how that arm comes out of there. I don't believe it does. I believe you'd almost have to literally disassemble him, which obviously I have done before. Not my Hulkbuster, but my Hot Toys figures. So I'm not afraid to do that. But, and here's the other thing as well. No, I bought him, first day he was out, I paid for him. Actually, I bought it through Sideshow originally. And went on payment plans for a year and a half, or however long it was. And it was only $850 that I paid for him, plus tax, plus shipping. And now they're charging $251 for the arm, plus tax, plus shipping. And the shipping is the portion which is unfair, because Hulkbuster was not cheap to ship. And I'm going to have to pay for that arm, which is not going to be cheap to ship. So after it's all said and done, $850 plus $250, it's $1,100. And then you can buy a brand new one for $1,150. So, I mean, and it's the exact same piece. Just like the Mark 43 reissue. It's the exact... They didn't even go as far as to even bother changing the model number of the Mark 43. It is still the same Movie Masterpiece Series number. It is literally 100% reissuing the original figure. That really bothers me. For instance, because I was looking at this earlier, in August of this year, if you wanted to buy a Mark 43, or if you had one and wanted to sell it, eBay said they were trending for almost $450. Now you can get a brand new one for what, $350? $360 or something? Come on. You know, at least when they reissued the Mark 42, and I use the term reissue when it really wasn't. They made the Shanghai edition Mark 42. It was a different Mark 42. Now, it may have been the same Mark 42, but it didn't come with all the accessories. And I think it was even a cleaned up suit. I don't remember. I didn't buy it because it wasn't offered here by Sideshow. You had to buy it through third party. And I didn't buy it, but it was still the same figure, but it has its own MMS number. It's its own figure. It's a separate figure, its own special box. This Mark 43 is the exact same piece. That really bothers me. See, Hot Toys hardly ever tells you how many figures they're making. Some pieces they limit, and they've advertised what it is. Most figures they don't. So you're under the faith or the hope that your figure is going to become worth something or worth more later in life because it's a limited collectible figure. But they're just going to turn around and re-release the exact same figure 2 years down the road. Come on. Really? You know, it's obviously the die-cast releases are a necessity and a requirement. And as a matter of fact, I think I stand in agreement with the majority of everyone else that even the Mark III die-cast needs to be remade because that was one of the first die-cast figures that they made. And by today's standards, like this Mark VI that came out, oh my goodness. Mark VI and Mark IV are off the hook. But I'm sorry to be ranting about that, but it just kind of really upsets me. 30 August. October. And I'm going to open this one up here. And I think I'm opening it because my Hulk is in here. There's 2 figures in here. I think the other one is my Mark II diecast. Big Bad Toy Store. I love Big Bad Toy Store. You know why I love Big Bad Toy Store the most? You don't pay for it until it arrives in their store. They just started doing deposits about a year ago. They used to not even require a deposit. And now they do 10%. And send them in this package. It's a protected package. And when Sideshow sends you a figure, they just use a regular Hot Toys shipping box. Just fine. Great box. Oh yeah. There's a Mark II diecast. Well, let's do the Hulk. Gladiator Hulk. So they send it in this nice protected box when they send them out. And man, you can't beat that. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Now that's a box. Holy cow. Back to work. We'll see you in Osgoth. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you guys like these live unboxings. I'm always trying something new. As a matter of fact, after I do my Mark VI video, which I said that I've been working on for a couple of weeks, halfway through editing it now. Hopefully I'll be done today. My plan is to premiere it with you guys, which is a new feature that YouTube is doing, which allows me to schedule when it's going to be uploaded. Well, that's not new, but we all watch it together. So I'll watch it with you, and we can discuss it. So you can tell me how much you love it, hate it, what I should do differently next time. In the world, it's very interesting packaging there. I don't know if you guys can see all that. And again, so if there's something you want me to do or not do, by all means, tell me. That fist right there. My other Hulk. This head, I don't remember him being heavy at all. I only have the, well, I have the two, well, even then, no. I bought those two knockoffs. I don't even know what company they were. One's like larger than the Hot Toys version, and one's like smaller than the Hot Toys version. But I never got the, I bought the Bruce Banner, and it's not because I didn't want the Avengers. I just never got the Avengers. Nothing on that side. You know, looking at these, I thought these would be heavy. Super light. Plastic, 100% plastic. Super, super light. huge weapons. I love it. Very Romanesque or Grecian. I guess more Romanesque. Uh-oh. Better cut instead of keep pulling it and unravel the whole thing there. We don't want that. Couple of pieces of armor. Flaps for sling. The top of it for the rest of the helmet. Or it could be a shoulder, but I'm assuming top of the head. And an alternate head. Man, I tell you, I'm really impressed with my Age of Ultron Hulk. His teeth are amazing in that. And it's really neat because obviously this is a CGI figure. I mean, no argument there. Or a character. But you can definitely tell that's Mark Ruffalo. You know, they really nailed it in regards to bringing him into the Hulk. It's not like they just threw something together. That's for a fact Mark Ruffalo. It's pretty amazing. Let's see if I can a little bit more. Give me just a quick moment here, a little technical difficulty. Come out. Come out. There, can we see better now? Oh. Let's raise this. It's going to focus in on the face. It should. Come on. Stupid camera. Anyhow, I guess I'm trying to show you it looks really good there. Wants to be stupid. Nope, it just doesn't want to grab it. Sorry about that. Moving on. Holy cow, man. Dude, he is like freaking heavy. And I swear I do not remember my Avengers Hulk being so heavy. I got him up top here. As well, so I have either the arms up or regular arms on him. Coloring is a little different. So the original Age of Ultron Hulk. Jeez, let's see what it can do here. Let's see if we do this. That helps. brown, and that's a bluish green difference there. Some weight. He is so much heavier. This guy's much heavier. No doubt about it. Later. It's funny, his little sandals. Hulk never wears sandals. We have sandals in him in this movie. Very poseable though. Wood. And he's sturdy. Standing still stands, which should be good in regard to being able to put him into Avengers. Talking about. But no, every little, I guess what I was saying was every little adjustment that I would make here in regards to just putting his foot into a different position, until that time, I could just set him there, and he'd just to get him into a different pose, which is nice. Sorry, I agree. It was you really the joint. It blends in well. It's definitely, you know, hard plastic, so you don't have to worry about it dissolving or breaking or cracking like you would. I don't know, not really. I guess they did the best they could considering the alternative of joint unless possibly break down over time. And I want a sturdy Hulk. I want to be able to put him into, you know, good pose here, a good fighting pose if I can. Because he's going to be posed against Gladiator Thor here. No doubt about that. You get the whole figure there. I really need more light in this. Caps on chest, body. It's kind of a silverish purple. Really cool. And alternate faces. Definitely a big difference over AOU Hulk. You know? This looks like it came out of the same mold. It may have reworked the mold a bit. That's a. It's exactly ALU Hulk and Gladiator Hulk. Same mold. Yep. No doubt about that. It's the same head. ALU with the kind of greenish brown paint, and this is Gladiator Ragnarok with blue. Exact same head. Except, of course, you know, the paint. So, along that line, if you wanted to swap out the other Hulk head I have in a drawer someplace, you'll be able to, because it's the same piece there. And Hulk's eyes can be moved, it appears. Ooh. Wish I had a light to show you, but they shine. I'm holding this up so you guys can see. The light's actually shining through his little eyes. Interesting. A little rage effect, right? So now let's get this helmet on him. Yeah, same eyes here too. So you can move his eyes, it appears, if you feel so inclined. Just grab those little left or right. I never mess with that because I can never get him back to exactly the way that I want him in the first place. Category of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm thinking that this headpiece comes off, just like with Thor. And then this is the balding Hulk. If you want to have a balding Hulk, something's definitely looking off here. Maybe I should read the instructions. Wouldn't that make sense? You know what I bet this is for? Rage Hulk. That's what it's for, isn't it, guys? Yeah, it is. That's for balding Hulk, is for raging Hulk. So not so angry Hulk, you just take his head off, hairpiece off, and then put the helmet on. Raging Hulk, you take the hairpiece off, and then put the helmet on. Doesn't fit as well on this one as it does the other. There we go. I like that helmet though. Definitely posing him with the helmet. I like that. Look at that. Look at the size of that. Sheesh. I'd say that's a good. So this is 12, 6. That's 18 inches. From here to here. That's 18 inches. Sheesh. I'm gonna open this up. Marvel related. Oh yeah. So this is a from the first movie, which the Camaro I own is a 2010, which is the first year that they came back out when they re-released them. And so I have a Bumblebee Transformer Edition Camaro. And this is a Jada Toys, and it's from the movie version. And there's slight difference between the movie version and the production version. And so I buy all of these, but this really is. So Jada made a prototype version, but it didn't have all the little Transformer stuff on it. This one actually does have the Transformer stuff on it. Now in the movie, he didn't have the little shield under the word Camaro there. Oh. But on this one, they decided to put the shield under the Camaro on the side. Now my car, of course, has the shield under the Camaro logo on the side, but it did not in the movie. Not in the first two movies. I think the third movie he did. Not in the first two. So I ordered this because I love my Camaro. And this is a great representation of the movie car. Hey, what's going on? El Pechan 2768. And there's the little bumbles underneath there. So it's not a transforming vehicle, but it is, if that makes any sense. So guys, thanks for coming in this morning. If you got anything that you want of me right now while I'm here, shout it out. I'm not going to keep you guys, wheels don't steer on this. Sometimes the wheels steer. I'm going to keep you guys long. I've unboxed these two figures. I've got an Iron Man Mark II diecast, which I will do next week. And since I've only had one of the boxes not been opened up, I know what's in here. It's the Jatari Commander and Lady Death from Phicen TV League. Executive Replicas, I think, is also involved in that. So that's what this box is. And I don't know if I got anything else coming before that. And then I have this stack here, which hasn't been unboxed. So anyhow, when I finish up this Mark VI diecast, I will, well, like I said, it's not the diecast, it's the entire line. I'm going to do a premiere video on it. It's a new feature that YouTube has. So I'll post it up as being scheduled, and then we'll watch it together. So it's not like, from my understanding, it's not like a live thing where you can see me as we're watching it. It's just I'm in the chat room with you guys as a first premieres. You can watch it anytime you want, but there is a time when it comes up when we can actually discuss it as it goes along. And I think it's probably going to be about a 20-minute video, but I hope you like it. So What do we got? 6 minutes. Oh, let's do this. I've been meaning to get on with this. So I was putting her stockings on this Phicen figure, and by the way, I've made a video that talks about all the different Phicen figures and which Phicen figure you would need, or what could help you possibly make your decision on what figures to order. Which is the biggest problem that I had, was trying to figure out which figure to order, because some figures have seamless joints in their ankles and some figures don't, and sometimes that's important. For this figure, I felt that the seamless joints in her ankle were very important, and getting this little stocking here on was really difficult, and I thought about putting some powder on it and decided against it, and it just pulled it on. So this would be Daphne from Scooby-Doo, and I ordered Daphne and Velma, and that's not who they're really called. This is called FGC 2017-17 is what it is, and you could get the purple, or you could get, I think, orange, or you could get green or red. I don't remember what all the color options were, but they definitely were the other options. But anybody who's ever seen Scooby-Doo, any version of Scooby-Doo, instantly could tell that this was Daphne, or is Daphne. No question about that. But that's been the problem that I've had in the past, of trying to figure out which Phicen figure to order, or how to order it, to get which options that I want. Because believe it or not, of the 25 or so variations that they have, there really are slight differences in each one of them, in the hip width, in the muscle definition, in the breast size. For the most part, though, you're going to want a tan figure for most of the head matches. So if you're trying to do like a Wonder Woman or something to that effect, you're going to want to start with the suntan, the middle figure, not the pale. And these are the stainless steel bodies. The smaller number ones have a plastic skeleton in them, and this is stainless steel, which moves a lot easier. Let's see if we can get her stocking up to the same height. And see if we can get her dress on her now. Take her head off. hands off. Got a Obadiah and a Loki figure that I've messed with a few times, trying to get them the way that I want them. Never been pleased with them. I have to revisit those. I bought the Loki suit with the scarf and the staff, the walking staff that he used when he went to Germany in Avengers, and I wanted to make that Loki, and I was never pleased with how that was turning out, so I need to revisit that. Same thing with my Obadiah Stane from the very first Iron Man, the guy that became the Ironmonger. Made a figure for him too. I was never quite pleased with that either, so I need to revisit that. Alright guys, I've kept you an hour. Thanks for sticking with me. And here is Daphne. If I can get her arm back down again. Twisted her arm up out of socket. But it's still in socket, just have it in the wrong spot. I'll have to mess with that. There's Daphne for the most part. And she has her little scarf, goes around her neck, and a piece for her hair as well. So when she's complete, of course I'll have her on display. And I got Velma too. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. I love every one of you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Leave your comments. It's good chatting with you. I really enjoy these live videos. I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys enjoy spending time with me on Saturday. I couldn't think of any other time to do that. Back to the premiere thing. It'll probably be tomorrow that I'll get this up for premiere. So hopefully we'll be watching that tomorrow about the same time. So leave your comments section below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thanks for coming back, and we'll see you all in the next video. Happy collecting.